Llandudno. For those of you that don't know, Llandudno's in the north of Wales, in the UK. Me personally, I've been here once when I was a kid. None of it looks familiar. I remember one little part of it. I purposely didn't do any research before I come here, because I like to experience things firsthand, you know. So yeah, I remember something called the Big Orville. It's like a sort of mountain type thing. Now, there's a thing across from where I'm standing now. Could maybe pass as a mountain, I don't know, but don't think that's it. Anyway, we're going to go for a walk. So this is where I am. I've just showed you that side. As I sort of come down this way, there's a road there, and I believe that over there is the Orville, the big Orme. Sorry, I do beg your pardon. The big Orville, the big Orme, or the Great Orme, something like that. It's definitely not Orville though, because that's like a puppet, a bird. Is it a puppet? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to walk where that pier is over there. So I think this is pretty much where it all starts. Quite a distance to walk. It's sort of like a bay area. But it's sort of almost in the Welsh mountains here. I don't know if you can see in the distance over there. Mountains, I think that's Snowdonia National Park over there. Anyway, I'm waffling. It's very windy today. Is the tide always in here? I don't know. Does it go out just a bit? I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on. First thing you come to is this. That's the little shelter thing I was just standing in. That's some kind of, is it a swimming pool? Got sort of markings on it. Is it some kind of sport thing? There's a cafe on there, look. Selling ice creams and whatever. It's quite big, this is. Is it? Blimey, standing away from the wind for a bit. It's really blowing up hard today. I don't know if it's some kind of paddling pool or training pool or something. No, but yeah, it's obviously because it's a bit colder today. It's been really hot here in the UK. Wind, yeah. So it's a little bit cooler today. Still got my shorts on though. Gotta be done. So if you can hear anything that I'm saying, I will speak up though, because it is really windy. Very picturesque, Llandudno, from what I can see so far. Up ahead there seems to be sort of quite a large sort of promenade area, walking area. All these seagulls. I was in Blackpool recently and a seagull pecked my hand. I was actually carrying a burger at the time. Bought a £1 burger from the Blackpool seafront. It's on a previous video. And a seagull took a fancy to it and pecked my hand. And see how big it is. Is that the depth? I'm assuming so. It's got markings in there. Little playground area. So this is that prom. That turned away from the wind. So as you can see behind me, it's like a massive sort of promenade, really, really wide. I don't know why it's so wide, but it's really, really wide. And across the streets, so just walk backwards. Tell me if you see anyone behind me. The promenade, or the streets, just seems to be like old, really old buildings. I don't know, from what year, 1800s or something, I don't know. So far, quite, not oldie-worldy, but it hasn't got the dazzle of Blackpool. When I say dazzle, I mean, you know, that Blackpool's nuts. There's all stuff going on, everything's in your face. Whereas this seems to be quite the opposite. Apart from the knobhead on the front, walking backwards, filming himself. So I'll try and turn back into the wind, see what happens. Loads of benches. It's nice. Seen a couple of these open top buses that do tours and that. Whew, I'll not be on top of a bus today. Yeah, there are a few hotels down here. St Hilary's, the Grafton, the Britannia, the Kendrick. Seem a bit more upmarket than a lot of the Blackpool ones. From what I've seen so far, I think there's sort of a lot of it's targeted to the older generation. Frosty Towers. What I like about all these benches, pretty much all of them have got like a name, a dedication attached to them. Yeah, people who enjoy this view, pretty much what you're seeing now. The grand looking hotel there, the Washington. If that's still open. See the mountains just over there, Welsh mountains. Just stopped at one of these little shelters for the rest. Sound all echoey now. But yeah, like I say, Snowdon's not too far away from here. One thing I've noticed more prevalent here than as opposed to Rel is the language. Yeah, obviously Wales is in Britain, and most, as far as I know, most Welsh people, speak English. There's a lot who speak a different language. When I first heard that, when I was on holiday, when I was a kid, I think we came to somewhere like Betchcoed, I think. That's a nice place, Betchcoed. Near Snowdon, or in Snowdon, I think. And I remember going into this shop and buying some sweets or something, and the lady just spoke to me in a different language, and it just dumbfounded me. I was like, what? Because I didn't know other people speak different languages in this country. Well, the languages that exist, should I say. Obviously other people speak different languages all the time, but yeah, an existing language. But yeah, it's cool. It's an interesting sound.
Destyn at yr heddlu trafnidiaeth Prydeinig ar 610.
I worked out what the road's at like 1 Araf. Is it Araf? I won't do the accent. Araf meaning slow. That's quite easy to pick up because it's got the English underneath it. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to carry on. Some kind of venue there. Is that all this is? And these classy looking hotels. Keymore Hotel, Four Oaks. Oh, very nice. What's that place? Hydro. Is that swimming baths or some kind of hipster bar? I think it's probably a hotel. See, it's all very peaceful here. There's no boisterous teenagers. It's all very peaceful here. Everybody's enjoying the sunshine and the scenery. There's always someone who spoils it for everyone. Some clowns in front of me, just about to start a drag race. Lovely old lampposts. A bandstand there. It's getting a bit busier the further I go down. Now, I wrap a string of sausages around my neck if I'm wrong, but I'm sure I can hear a Punch and Judy show.
Now, does anybody know what your cooked sausages in, boys?
I am Zoltar, the Great Gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
Nope. Sort of a little big wheel. It's the one going on it.
Yeah.
I didn't see many of them. The puppet shop. So. Orme. Figuring maybe Llandudno's sort of kitted out for the elderly and really young. Good place to bring your grandkids then, I suppose. Big slide up there. And towards the end of the pier now. Arcade there. Little cafe. It's quite nice. People sitting around. And that, I believe to be the sea. Just about make out those ugly windmills in the distance that pop up everywhere you go. Yeah, the tide does go out. So I'll just come back to the hotel room for a quick freshen up. I think what I'm going to do now is going to go for a walk. I'm going to walk up the Great Orme. I don't think it's too far. I'm going to have a quick look at it on the map thing first, so yeah.
Sitting on the benefits there as well.
What?
So was able to get like a crocodile's mouth. Yeah.
Alligators?
It's good. It's good.
The little tiny one.
So see our windfall there. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't mind it. So yeah, because it's not an ever, isn't it? And the West End are in the right patch, I'm sure, as well. Across the sea. This is the Irish Sea surrounding us, of course. Would have taken 300 days to cross this over the sea. I did have somebody on the chain not to walk over the sea population in Europe.
It's a bit windy up here. Nice views there. Ended up getting the train up. I know, it's alright. It's about an hour all the way around. We have 20 minutes in the cafe at the top, very conveniently. That building just there is actually used as a lighthouse. Or is a lighthouse, whatever. Woo! It's a bit brisk up here. There's a mountain. Well, it's actually not a mountain, I found out. It's not far off, but it's not a mountain. That place where I started off, when I thought it was an Orme, it's actually called the Little Orme. So this is the big Orme. So yeah. Afternoon, fellas. What a rip-off. £3.80 for a piece of toast. £3.80 for a coffee. Not much competition up here, is it?
Quite nice to be consistent. You get very nice sunsets over there. Might be able to match with that. But it's been a while, actually. There is one for sale as well, a bit further down. It's family. So it's there riding. But then we have another one on your right now, outside cinema, and now our local one is moving. Oh, yeah. On your right now.
Ah, so that was fun. So I've got a little train thing, as you can see. It was £10. You go all the way around. But yeah, I think next time I'm going to walk though. Bit cold up there as well. As you'd expect, I suppose. This is the third time I've done this bit. Every time I forgot to press record. What a banana. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I know I haven't seen half of Llandudno, nowhere near, but I'm going to come back again soon. There's so much more to see and do here And what I've done today, I heard stuff, there's like a toboggan run or something up here. Ski slope. Did I see a sign for a ski slope? Seems to be lots of pubs down, pubs and restaurants and things like that as well. But yeah, I'm definitely going to come back. Yeah, I like it here, it's nice. It's not the same as Blackpool or places like that. Very in your face and shouty and screamy. This is a lot more laid back and relaxed, very much, I'd say, tailored for the elderly or older people, let's say. And then the amount of older people that I've seen is sort of confirms that, I think. Yeah, so I'm just looking at some of the buildings as well. Very similar to Blackpool, Southport, massive, huge, humongous, ridiculously built buildings with like amazing architecture that they just don't do anymore. They just don't make stuff like that anymore. Everything's sort of quite bland and boring, really. When you come to places like this, you see these massive buildings up on the hillside, like castles. It's just blows my mind. Even this building right now, it looks, it's a little bit run down from the outside. The Grand Hotel it is. It's a little bit run down, but it's the same company. I think it's Britannia Hotels, the ones that I stayed in, the Norbeck in Blackpool, and this is another one of their hotels. So yeah, it's a big place. Not as big as Norbeck. Norbeck. I think about 200 rooms this one has. There's a lot of famous people have stayed here, and the Beatles have stayed here. Or the Beatles, Winston Churchill stayed here. Yeah, so obviously at one point, like many of these places, it was a very big deal back in the day. But yeah, but now, I mean, it's alright. It's nice. So what do you think? Have you been to Llandudno? What do you think? Thank you all so much for watching and for supporting this channel. Really appreciate it. I'll be back again soon.